Alrighty, so here is my village for my Minionville bio project. So I'm going to start out from above my village, and you can see the brown line right here running along the edges is the city limits, which represent the cell membrane. And I'm going to go over here and start by the beginning of the roads, which represent the microtubules. I think I said that right. Microtubules. And so we're going to take a ride along there, and we're going to go all the way to this first building right here, which I have marked, this building here represents the lysosome of the cell. And let's go inside, and I put a chest in here, and inside the chest I have a bunch of food. You can see all the raw meats on one side, and then the fruits and vegetables and bread on the other. And so this is the food storage for the village, which represents the lysosome in the cell. And then as we go along, you can see the plants I have planted alongside, which represent the cytoplasm of the cell. And here coming up is the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and this is supposed to be an old construction building. I couldn't really find a good picture online because I had no idea what an old construction building looked like. So this is supposed to look like the buildings you see in like the old black and white pictures of all the construction workers and stuff. And then through here, we're going to go past that cow to the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which takes care of the waste in the cell. And so this building is the private contractors, and this right here is one of the trash bins that they're supposed to take out. So I'm going to click on that, and here you can see I've put in pufferfish, a poisonous potato, rotten flesh, and spider's eye, and that's supposed to represent the trash and stuff. And the bad things that the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is supposed to get rid of in the cell. So we're going to get out here. Oh, there we go. We're going to move along to the next building, which is the vacuole. And the vacuole in cells, the vacuole provides storage for the proteins that the ribosomes make. So here we have the chests full of construction equipment, and so this building is the warehouse, which is where all the city tools are stored, and so that's supposed to represent the vacuole of the cell. Aw, dang it, it's daytime. No. Oh, here we go. Sorry, some road difficulties. Alright, there we go. Now, coming up is the mitochondria, and the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And so you can't tell. I'm gonna attempt to fly up here. There we go. So up here I have some lights on the top that's supposed to glow when it's dark out. So you might have been able to see this light glow over here in this area when it was nighttime. So maybe if the sun goes down by the end of this tour, I'll show you. So that's the mitochondria. And this building is the power company which produces energy for the city. Like I said earlier, the energy is represented by the glowing lanterns on top. And let's take a brief walk over here. And this is the solar power plant, which represents the chloroplast of the cell. And so on top I have these solar panels, which gather up the sunlight and produce energy. And inside I have a bunch of green stuff to represent how the chloroplast makes the plant cells green. So yeah. Ugh. Alright, moving on. We're gonna go next to the customization shop, which represents the Golgi Apparatus. And the Golgi Apparatus has it puts the finishing touches and helps sort the proteins. And so I've represented the customization shop in this city, changes and puts finishing touches on vehicles, and I have the finishing touches stuff represented by these really cool looking terracotta blocks. Alrighty. Oops. Alright, moving along. Next, we have... Oh, will it slow down? No, it won't slow down, dang it. I'll come back to that later. Alrighty, next we have the Ribosome, which is the construction company. And, the construction company builds construction vehicles for the city, just like the ribosomes make protein for the city. And right here by it, I've built a bulldozer, roughly a bulldozer. So this construction company right here has just finished this bulldozer, and the bulldozer is about to be taken to the next place it needs to go. Alrighty. Now we go back through the endoplasmic reticulum, the rough endoplasmic reticulum. And here we go. Let me get out real quick. Let's take a quick walk over here to this delivery truck that I have built. And this delivery truck represents the vesicle of the cell. And what the vesicle does is delivers products to other locations in the cell, just like the delivery truck does. And I can't remember, I don't think I put a chest in here. I can't get in, anyways. So, there we go. And then, to finish off our tour, we're going to go to the nucleus of the cell, which here is represented by the City Hall, or Capitol building. So we're going to go in, and here you can see the enchanted table in the book that I put on there, which represents the DNA that the nucleus contains. Alrighty. And then we're going to go around, hopefully. There we go, yes. Round one final time. Whee. And we are back where we started. Alright, I hope you enjoyed my tour of my cell, and I hope you enjoy.